This is the Roulette Master, and I can't wait to share with you this amazing roulette strategy that was just sent in by one of my subscribers, Joe. He says that he's consistently making money at the casino with this strategy. I can't wait to share it with you, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. And here we go. We're going to start with a $10 bet on even and spin. And I'm going to share with you the progression that he uses and how he places the bets, everything he's doing to win money at the casino. And we lost that first one. We're going to be on even again. We're going to go up 1 unit from 10 to 20 and spin. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 14 red. Okay, we got it. So now we're going to go to odd for 10. And I'll explain why here in a second. You can see we're currently up $10. So we went even, now we're on odd. Okay, that's an 8 black. Okay, we lost, so we're going to go up 1 unit from 10 to 20, and we'll be on odd again. Here we go. Ooh, another 8. That's back to back. Okay, so now we're going to go from 20 to 30, but we're going back to even. So what we're doing on the bets here is we're going even, odd, even. And then I'm going to share with you the total progression on this as well going forward here. We're going to go to 40 now on even because we're still going to go up 1 unit after losses. And let's see what we get here. That's an 18 red. Okay, now we're going to go back 1 unit from 40 to 30, and we'll be back on odd. And you can see we're minus 10 right now, but that's just until we work our way back down. So we have a $30 bet on odd, and that's a loss. So now we're going to go back up to 40, and we'll be on odd. And spin. There we go. Okay, that's a 36 red, so that's another loss. So we're going to go to 50 now. We'll be on even. And I'm going to share with you the bankroll coming up here and everything else you need to know to play this system. That's a 24 black. That's a win. So we'll go back to 40, and we'll still be on even. We're going to go down a unit when we win, up a unit when we lose. And here we go. That's a 2 black. Okay, so now we're going to go from 40 to 30. We're up $10 now. We're going to go back to odd, and here we go. So it's going to go even, odd, even. And that's a 10 black. That's a loss, so we'll go back to 40, and we'll be on odd. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's an 18 red. Another loss, so we're going to go to 50 and go back to even. Temporarily, we're down a little bit, but also, too, this is a $1,000 bankroll system, so we have plenty of money in the bankroll. If that's too much for you, you can just reduce the starting amount, but that is a $50 win there on even. So now we're going to have another bet on even, but we're going to be at, we're going to go from 50 to 40, and let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Okay, another 0. Wow. It's a lot of zeros already. Okay, so we're going to go from 40 to 50. We'll go back to odd. And let's spin. Here we go. 20 black, and that is a loss. So we're going to go to 60 now on odd and spin. And let's see what we get here. Okay, that's a win. So now we're going to go back to 50. We're going back to even because we're going even, odd, even, odd. And if you lose track of it, just do the best you can and try to get back on track. So that's a 26 black. That's a win. So now we're going to go to 40. We'll be on our second even bet at 40. And here we go. That's a 32 red. All right, so we're up $50 now. We're going to go to 30 on odd. Here we go, and let's spin. That's a 29 black. Okay, so now we'll be at 20 on odd. We're up $80 now. Here we go. Starting to do really well with this. And that's a 36 red, just as I say that. That's okay. We're going to go back to 30 now, and we're going to be on even for the next 2 spins. And let's see what we get. That's a 7 black or 7 red. That's a loss, so we'll go back to 40, and we'll be on even. Going up 1 on losses, down 1 on wins, and that's a 1 red. That's a loss, so we will go back to 50, and we'll be on odd now, and let's see what we get here. Ooh, another loss. Okay, so we're having some losses now. We're going to go to 60. We'll be on odd for the second spin, and let's see if we can get a win on odd. And we did, but now we're switching back to even, and we're going to go from 60 back to 50. And you can see we're hopefully about start to making profit again. Obviously, you want to cash out when you're doing well. There's a nice win there. And now we'll be at 40 on our second even bet and spin. Here we go. And let's see what we get here. That's a 20 black. All right, good deal. Now we're going to 30 and we'll be on odd. We're up $90. And obviously you want to cash out on this when you get back to $10 if you can. And that's a 16 red. Okay, that's a loss. So now we'll go from 30 to 40. So let's place that $40 bet on odd and spin. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a good win there. So now we're going to go back to 30 and we'll be on even. And we're up $100 now. Fantastic. And let's spin. Here we go. That's a 26 black. That is a win. So we'll be on even for 20 now. And we're up 130. So you can see as it works its way back down, that's when you want to cash out. But we're going to play longer than that today just so you guys can see a large sample size. But there's a loss. So now we're going to go back to 30 and we're switching to odd for the next 2 spins. Here we go. That's a 6 black. Okay, so we lost. So now we'll go to 40 on odd and spin for our second spin on odd. And that's another loss. So we'll go back to 50 and we'll be on even. And you can see now we're down to plus 40, but that's okay. We worked our way back up. Now let's work our way back down. And there's a win there. So now we'll have a $40 bet on even. And let's spin. Here we go. That's 11 black. That's a loss. We'll go back to 50 and we'll be on odd now for the next 2 spins. Here we go. That's a 24 black. That's a loss. So now we'll be at 60 on odd. And let's spin it. Here we go. That's another loss. So we're going to 70 now and we'll be on even. This is why you want the $1,000 bankroll. You can see we're minus 60 now. We haven't lost much, but obviously we need to turn things around, and that's a 28 black. All right, that's a win. So now we'll be on even for 60. And let's spin, see if we can get another win. And that's a loss. So we'll go back to 70, switch to odd for the next 2 spins. So let's do that, then we'll check our balance and see where we're at. That's a good win there. 21 red. So we go back to 60. We're on odd for 1 more spin, and here we go. All right, that's a good win. So now we're going to go from 60 to 50 and go back to even. Let's check our balance. We're up $80, and here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 29 black. That's a loss. So we will go to 60 and we'll have our second spin on even. Here we go. And we got it. That's great. So now we're going back to odd. but we're going to go back to 50 because we won. We're up $90, and let's spin on odd. Here we go. All right, that's 2 black. That's a loss. So we'll go to $60 on odd for our second bet on odd. Here we go. That's a loss on 8 black. So now we'll go to 70 and we'll be on even. And let's spin and see if we can get a couple even numbers here. There's 1. That's good. So we'll go from 70 to 60 and spin. Let's see if we can get a back-to-back win here. And we did. That's fantastic. Okay, so now we go back to 50 and we're up $110. And we're on our first spin on odd. Here we go. That's a 28 black. That's a loss, so we'll go to 60 on odd and spin for our second odd spin. That's another loss, so we're going to 70 and back to even now. Here we go. One nice thing about this is if you do get a long stretch of evens or odds, you'll be okay. And that's a 30 red. That's a win. So now we'll go back to 60 and we'll be on even. Then we'll check our balance after this spin. Here we go. Okay, that's a 5 red. That's a loss, so we'll go to 70 and back to odd. Here we go. That's a win. Nice. Let's see if we can get back-to-back wins on odd. Now we'll go to 60. We're up $80 right now, and it's cycling a little bit. That's okay. Here we go. It's a 28 black. That's a loss. So we will go from 60 to 70, go back to even, and spin. Here we go. See if we can get an even number. And we did. Fantastic. So we'll do our second spin at 60 now on even. And let's spin. Here we go. Ooh, that's a loss though. That's a 3 red. So we will go from 60 to 70 and go back to odd for the next 2 spins. Here we go. That's an 18 red. That's a loss. So we will increase again from 70 to 80. And we'll be betting on odd for the second time. Here we go. That's another loss. That's a 26 black. So we will be going to 90 and on even for the next 2 spins. Here we go. That's a 12 red. That's a win. So we'll go back to 80 and see if we can get 2 wins in a row on even. Then we'll check our balance. Here we go. That's another good win. Fantastic. So that's a $80 win. We're up 50. Now we go to 70 on odd. The reason you need the bankroll is because if it does get up high, you need the patience for it to come back down. And that's a 14 red. That's a loss. So we'll go back to 80 on odd and spin. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, that's a 4 black though. That's another loss. So we will go back to even for 90. And we'll be on even for the next 2 spins. Here we go. That's another win. Fantastic. So we'll be 80 now on even. Again, we're going up 1 when we lose, down 1 when we win. And that's a 3 red. That's a loss. So we will be going up to 90 and on odd. Again, that's why we have our $1,000 bankroll. We're using patience and waiting for the moment to cash out. That is a 33 black. That's an odd. So now we'll go to 80 on odd for the second spin on odd, and then we'll check our balance. Here we go. That's another win. That's a 15 black. That really helps. Now you can see we're back up 80, and we'll have a $70 bet on even. And if we could work our way back down, that would be fantastic. But that's a loss there. That's a 35 black. But the good thing is, even though we haven't worked our way back down, and we'll be on even again for 80, um, even though we haven't worked our way back down, we were still up, so that's good. And let's see what we have here. That's 11 black. That's a loss, so we're going to go to 90 on odd and spin. Here we go. There we go. There's a good win. Let's go back to 80. We'll be on odd again. And this is one thing that's nice when you get a long run of odd numbers or even numbers. You're not going to lose all of them. And there's a loss there, though. We're going back to even for 90. You fix that one. There we go. Now we're at $90 bet. Spinning away. Still over a $1,000 bankroll. We're good there. But there's another loss. That's a 1 red. So we're going to go to 100 for one more spin on even. Then we'll go back to odd. Here we go. Ooh, 00. That's no good. So now we go back to odd, and we'll be at 110. And we've had a lot of bad numbers so far, but that's okay. We've had a few good ones too, and that's a win on 19 red. And now we'll be back at 100 on odd. Then we'll check our balance after this spin. Here we go. Ooh, 00. Man. Ouch. Okay, back to 110 and back to even. Here we go, and let's spin at 110 on even. Here we go. That's a 28 black. That's a good win. So we'll be on even again for 100. And spin, and then we'll check our balance again. Here we go. Okay, that's a 23 red. That's a loss. So now we're going back to 110 on odd. And let's do that. There we go. First spin on odd for 110. Here we go. That's another loss. So we have a second spin on odd now for 120. And this is why you need the patience and bankroll to get through this. And that's really important. There's a 10 black. That's another loss. So now we'll go to 130 on even. And spin. Here we go. We're getting some interesting numbers today with all these zeros and back-to-back numbers. And there's another loss. So we're going to need that bankroll and patience here. And we'll have one more on even for 140 before we go back to odd again. And let's spin. There's a win. Fantastic. Okay, so now we'll go back to 130 and we'll be on odd. And let's spin. Here we go. There's a good one, 19 red. So now we'll be at 120 on odd. Let's bet that one, and then we'll check our bankroll after this one. 0. Back to 130 on even, and let's see how much we're down now. So we're down. We have over half our bankroll left, but we need to get some wins here. And things aren't going great right now, but let's turn it around. But there's another loss. That's a 33 black. Okay, so now we're going back to odd for 2 spins at 140. And let's spin, and we need to get some wins. Come on. Oh my goodness. We got on a bad run here. So now we're on 150. Let's spin, then we'll check our balance again. Okay, we got a win there, so we're going to go back to 140, and we'll be on even. We need to go on a nice run here. And we have about half our bankroll left. We're on 140, and let's spin. There's a win. Let's see if we can get back-to-back wins here. Now we'll be at 130 on even. And let's spin at 130, see if we can get back-to-back wins. Ooh, that's another loss. So we will go to 140 and back to odd. And And you can see we still have about half our bankroll, but we need to get some wins here. We need to start going the other direction. There's a nice win on 15 black. So let's now we'll be at 130 on odd. And let's spin. Come on. Here we go. There's a win. Fantastic. So now we'll be at 120 on even. Let's see if we can keep it rolling here. 2 bets on even now. There's a good one. Fantastic. So now we'll have 110 on even. You can see we're only down 160 now. Let's see if we can work our way back up. 0 again. Wow. That is rough. Okay, back to 120 on odd. And let's spin. That's another loss. So we're going to 130 on odd for our second spin. Here we go. Come on, odd. Let's see an odd number. Oh my God, another 0. This is, we've had at least 5 zeros, and we're at 140 now on even. But that can happen when you're playing roulette. Here we go, 140 on even. Then we'll check our balance, see where we're at. There's another loss, 21 red. So we'll be at 150 on even now. And we still have some money left, but we need to start getting some wins. There's a win there. Okay, so now we're going to go 150 to 140. We'll be on odd. Let's see if we could get back-to-back wins on odd. Ooh, there's a loss on 26. So now we'll be back at 150 on odd. Let's spin. We need some good fortune here. There's another loss. So let's check our balance, see what we have left. We're going to go to 160 on even, and we need to get a win here. Lots of zeros and lots of losses, but that's okay. There's a win there. Let's climb back out of this, and we'll be 150 now on even. Just like we've lost all these in a row, we could also win a bunch in a row as well. But not there. That's a loss. So we're back to 160 on odd. Let's see what we have left. And let's go ahead and spin. We need to get some wins. See if we can get back-to-back wins on odd. There's one of them. Okay, so now we'll be 150 on odd. And spin. Let's see if we can get on a roll. There's a win. All right. Now we're going to go 140 on even. And spin for the next 2 spins. Oh my God, it's 7 zeros now we've had. That is crazy. Okay, we're 150 now on even. It's a lot of zeros, but it can happen. And there's another loss. So we're going back up to 160 already. And here we go on odd. 160 on odd. Here we go. That's a loss. Okay, so now we're 170 on odd. Let's see if we have that much. We don't have that much left. All we have is 70. Excuse me. And now we have a $70 bet on odd. That's all we have left in our bankroll because it was only $1,000. And we just been on a bad run with lots of zeros here. There's a 31 black. So we won that. We'll be back to 60 now. And we're just going to have to keep the bets lower because of not having the bankroll left. But that's a loss there. Let's see what's left. And we have $80 left. Let's just go to 70 on even. Actually, we might as well just do 80 since that's all that's left. Let's see if we can get a win on that. Here we go. There's a win. Let's see if we can get back-to-back wins. So let's go 70 now on even. Here we go. Come on. Okay, that's a win. Now we go back to odd. We're going to go odd for 60 now. And let's spin. Okay, that's a loss. So we're going to go back up to 70. We'll be on odd. And we have a little bit of bankroll left now, but we need to turn this thing around. That's a win. Okay. Now we'll go to 60 on even. And let's spin on even here. That's a loss. So now we'll go back to 70 on even. And have some bankroll left. We got to get going here. Here we go. That's a win. That's a 32 red. So we'll go back to 60 and go to odd for the next two spins. Here we go. There's an even. That's a loss. So we will go back up to 70. And let's spin at 70 on odd. Here we go. Oh, another one. That's 8 zeros now, or it's double zeros. Wow. Okay, we're back to 80 on even. And that's crazy. Okay, here we go. It's a lot of zeros and double zeros. That's a 4 black. That's a win. So we'll go 70 now on even. We'll see if we can go on a run, but we've lost a lot of our bankroll here. And that's a loss. So we're back to 80 on odd. And let's spin. All right. That's a loss, so we're back to 90. Let's see if we have that much. We don't. We only have 50. So we're 50 on odd now out of our $1,000 bankroll. Okay, that's 15 black. Okay, so now we'll go to 40. See if we can get a win there. There's a win. So now let's go to 30 on even. And spin. That's a loss. So we'll go back up to 40. And spin. Here we go. That's a 34 red. That's a win. All right, let's just stay at 40 though. We need to get some money back here, and once we have some bankroll left, we can make sure we're going one up, one down on each one. And that's a loss. Let's go to 50. Let's be on odd now, and we need to make up some of this money that we've lost. That's a 9 red. Okay, so I think that was our second one on 50. I mean on odd. So we'll go to, let's go to 40 now on even, and let's spin. If you do lose track of the bets, just try to get right back on course. There's another loss on 11 black. So now we'll go to 50 on even, and let's spin. Okay, that's a 13 black. That's a loss. Now we're going to 60. All we have left is 70, so we might as well put 70 on there on odd. And all these zeros have really hurt us on this system today. And there's a loss. We just lost our bankroll. So I do think one up, one down is a good progression. The even odd that he came up with, is good for making sure you don't lose on consecutive strings of all even or all odd. I think we just had a bad run of numbers today, and that's something to think about when you're playing roulette. Anytime that can happen, and you can have a really bad day. So never gamble with money that you can't afford to lose. And I've been playing longer sessions, even though almost all these sessions have got up where we could have cashed out with a win, like Sonny always says. But I've been playing longer sessions so that you guys can see how long it takes for these systems, if you do have bad numbers, to fail. So a lot of times you're getting to see the good and the bad with each system. That's what I want you to see, so that you know what to expect when you go to the casino. And test them out yourself as well. I love to hear from everyone in the comments. But that's why I've been playing longer, so that you guys can see the good and the bad, not just the good. And just remember, when you're playing, make sure you cash out when you're up good, like we were early on, and that's really important. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a like, and also subscribe to the channel. But don't do it for me; do it for yourself. I think you'll love the people in this community. They're very active, and you can learn a lot from them, and they can learn a lot from you, I'm sure, as well. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.